Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make ambient samples like Wheezy for Gunna. Gunna just dropped his new album DS4 like last week, and besides all of the horrible out-of-key 808s, I thought that the samples from Wheezy were really ambient and really wavy. It inspired me to make something kind of similar to those vibes. For this sample, every single sound is from a new bundle that I just dropped with 2 called Nebula. This pack includes an analog lab bank with 55 completely original and high quality analog lab presets. It also has a one-shot kit with over 120 original one-shots that I use a lot in my samples, and also a sample pack with 20 dark and ambient samples from both 2 and I. This pack is available as a bundle with all 3 kits, or you can get each kit separate. So if you want just 1 or 2 of them, then you can do that, or you can get the whole kit. As a bundle, the whole kit is fire. This is my first time making an analog lab bank or a one-shot kit, so I'm really excited to use it and share it. Anyways, I'll leave a link down in the description for that kit if you're interested. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's get right into it. So as you can see, I got the final sample pulled up here. We're sitting at 154 BPM. Kind of took a lot of inspiration from the song Push and P, probably the most popular song on the album. And I think it's in C# minor as well, which the sample's in. As you can see, it's pitched down 2 semitones. So everything I'm going to be making is in D# minor, and then at the end, I pitch it down from D# to C#. I'm going to go ahead and just play the sample so you can hear how it sounds, and then I'll go ahead and break down everything I did. Alright, so as you guys can hear, very ambient. Definitely sounds like something that would be on DS4. But for the first sound, I just pulled up the analog lab bank. Like I said, every sound in the sample is from the bundle, either the analog lab bank or the one shots. So I pulled up the analog lab bank and I found this preset right here called Astro, this pluck key, and I laid down this pattern right here. I just started with this really simple chord right here. Like I said, we're in D# minor. Just went by what sounded good, and then copied that over from the first part, and I added a little bit of variation over here with some different notes, just to switch it up a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and play how that sounds just by itself. Yeah, as you can hear, really ambient. A really good starter melody for if you're going for like an ambient Gunna, Wheezy type vibe. For the effects, I added a lot of effects on this. I added a halftime at 25%, good hertz low high, which it's not showing up right now, but it's basically just a plugin that kind of makes it sound a little bit more vinyl. It takes out some of the lows, some of the highs, and then I added an EQ to take out a lot of the highs and a lot of the lows, so I could just have the mid frequencies right here, and then I have good hertz wow control, which again is not showing up because my computer sucks, but we have wow control to add some wow and flutter, and then I have this portal preset. It just adds a little bit of ambience, and then I have Valhalla Supermassive to add a bunch of reverb and delay, and then I have Soothe 2, which again is not showing up, but just takes out some of the harsh frequencies, and then another EQ to take out even more of the high and the low, and then Maximus just to boost the volume a little bit. In the playlist, you can see I have the first part right here with this MIDI that I just showed, and then a second part right here with the same MIDI just pitched up an octave, and yeah, literally the same thing, just copied over and pitched up an octave. So once I had that first part in the playlist, I just added another sound from the analog lab bank. It's a synth pad, so it's just a really simple pattern. So this is what that sounds like just by itself. For the effects, I added a lot of effects on this. So I added a portal preset first and foremost. I think it just adds like that weird delay glitch sound. And then I added an effect rack preset, random whisper delays to add even more delay. And I added Echo Boy to add some reverb and some more delay to make it even more ambient. Reverb, tons of reverb, like literally all the way up. An EQ to take down some of the highs and a lot of the lows. Valhalla Ubermod, Shaperbox, basically to make it go back and forth. And how you do that is you go to the pan preset in Shaperbox, as you can see right here. Alright, so the next sound that I added to the sample was a pad from the one-shot kit. As you can see, I have the one-shot kit pulled up here. Like I said, this kit has over 120 sounds. See all the sounds right here, accents, basses, bells. So yeah, I have this pad pulled up. It's called Horizon. I'm gonna go ahead and just play it. It's a really simple pattern, just following the root note basically. D sharp, and then A sharp, D sharp again, and then A sharp pitched up an octave. Yeah, really simple, just one note. For effects, I have thermal, this preset. I have this Echo Boy ambient echoes preset to make it more ambient. Reverb, a lot of reverb, and then an EQ to take out the low end. Now, the next thing that I did for this sample was something so simple, but I think took the sample to the next level. It really made it sound a lot more ambient and unique. It's literally just one note, an accent from the One Shot Kit, and I'll go ahead and play how it sounds. Yeah, as you can hear, something so simple, but in the context of the whole sample, I thought it really complemented it and made it sound, I don't know, just a lot better, a lot more ambient. The effects on that, I just have an EQ to take out the low end, and that's literally it. And for the next part of the sample, as you can see right here, I have this audio file brought in right here. If you've listened to Push and P by Gunna, you know that there's a switch up at a certain part in the song where it kind of turns into like a reversed, I don't know, piano melody or something, and it just sounds dope. So I kind of got inspiration from that. And basically what I did is I just copied over this pattern, this exact pattern right here, to a piano. I deleted the MIDI, but it's literally just the same MIDI. I just copied it onto a piano, rendered it out as an audio file, and I reversed it and then added a bunch of effects to it so it sounds like this. And then I have the second part right here where it's the same exact reverse piano. And then I have the same thing where I reversed, I think it was this MIDI right here. I just copied this MIDI, I pitched it up an octave, and then I reversed it and I paired it with the piano so it sounds like this. Yeah, really ambient, really unique. Definitely sounds like something Wheezy would use, and I thought it was a really nice switch up for the sample. For the effects on the piano, I just have this EQ to take out a lot of the highs and a lot of the lows, and then I have halftime on 100%. For the other sound, I don't have any effects on it actually, so I just left it how it was. So then once I had all that, as usual, I just arranged the sample how I usually do, where I have it broken down into different parts, and then I have the first section with the bass, and then the second part without the bass, and then I have all of the stems after the sample, so whoever uses a sample can either use the parts of the sample that I already made, or they can chop up the stems and use them however they want. So once I rendered it out as an audio file, I brought it back in, I put it to its own mixer track, and then I pitched it down from D sharp to C sharp. So like I said, the final sample is in C sharp minor. For the final sample, I just have virtual tape machine, good hertz mid-side, which isn't coming up, but that basically just kind of increases the stereo, the side frequencies of the sample. I have fresh air to boost some of the high, soothe again to take out some of the unwanted frequencies, and then an EQ to take out the low end. So once I had that brought back in, I kind of wanted to add a vocal in the background. So I pulled in this vocal, it's under the accents in the One Shot Kit. It sounds like this just by itself. And then that repeats. Yeah, I didn't even need to put any effects on this because the one shot was already so good. And it was at C minor. Everything is tuned to C minor, so I pitched it up one semitone, so from C to C sharp to fit the key of the sample. So the next thing that I did is I just added this texture right here. It's just a simple vinyl texture from the One Shot Kit. Sounds like this. It just sounds like some white noise in the background. And last but not least, I added a bass from the One Shot Kit, Mr. Clean bass from the One Shot Kit. Yeah, for the effects on the bass, I just have a decapitator to add some distortion, and of course, that's not, okay, it is gonna come up. So I use this preset right here, and then I have an EQ to take out a lot of the high end, make it fit in the sample a little bit better. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the sample. That's how I kind of go about making something like DS4 from Wheezy, for somebody like Gunna. Really ambient, something really wavy. Yeah, hopefully you guys learned something new. Hopefully you took something away from this video. Like I said, I'll leave a link down in the description for the bundle with the Analog Lab Bank, the One Shot Kit, and the sample pack. You can buy it as a bundle, or you can get each pack separately. I'll leave a link down in the description for that if you're interested. But anyways, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.